Thanksgiving. It's your boy Nicky Romo here with your man J1 Trey on the color commentary. I got the play-by-play. We got a good matchup here. Let's
Yes,
see, we
indeed. Yes,
about to get
indeed.
it kicking off. Steelers kicking off to start the game. We'll receive the ball at the half. Middleton kicks it off. Got Pollard on the return here. That's where we'll go ahead and get started with the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, Jay, give us the keys to the offense.
Yeah, most certainly, man. But right now, we definitely gonna kick it off with knowing that the number 26 offense in the Cowboys is now facing up against the number 4, well, I'll say the number 5 defense in the Steelers, man. It's gonna definitely be a good matchup with, Shador Sanders having a great season right now. Man, it's gonna be a good matchup. I think if this running game get established early, they'll be in a good shape.
I'm right with you. The Cowboys start off with a handoff to Brooks for 1 yard to the 26. I think, man, Brooks, he's a great asset for the Dallas Cowboys. Hasn't had his best season, but, I
Yeah,
think they're preserving him. Hopefully they're going to get it going. Go ahead and, get them active getting into the playoff push.
yeah, for sure, man. He was a workhorse in Los Angeles with them Rams right now, but he only got 124 carries on the year, 740 yards, and 11 TDs. So I think he still got a lot left in the tank.
Yep. That was another handoff to Brooks for another yard. We got a 3rd and 8 from the 27 for the Dallas Cowboys here. I'm going to go ahead and get into the keys for the Steelers. That front seven, man, can't stop them. Only can hope to contain them. They got some studs
Exactly.
out there. The legend himself, T.J. Watt. He's still out there doing his thing. So look for the front seven to be a big factor for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shador making adjustments at the line, 3rd and 8. Drives back. Got a man across the field. C.D. Lamb for a first down.
And he's going to slow the line for that first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The signature CD. Let's go first down. Put him on the 44-yard line. Keeps the drive going for the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, Jay.
And just to add to that them takeaways you talked about with that Steelers defense, man. Chase Young is actually having a real good year at this current moment. We see that TJ's always been that key, but with that new acquisition of Jeremiah Alexander from the Titans and Chase Young, they've been flying around.
I agree. Got Brooks, handoff, gets 2 on the play to the 46. We done seen 3 handoffs already from the Dallas Cowboys. Trying to get a little, rhythm going with the run game.
Yeah, and Dunbar is out there violating code number 416 of what men shouldn't do, and that's walking sassy.
For sure. He came up and made the play right there. Got the stop for the Steelers defense on that play. Shador's coming up to the line. They got
like
a 2nd and 8.
Personnel.
Yep. Drives back. Completion of Hawthorne for a first down. 2 for 2 for Shador. 27 yards to the 45.
Man, hey, Nick, I got to admit, man, this Cowboys offense it's very tough to figure out who the key guys are, man, because it seems like we still waiting on a breakout game from one of these players.
I'm in agreement with you. I think they're still trying to get everything, in rhythm here in Dallas, new system. Brooks gets tackled in the backfield. There go your man again, Jay.
Yes,
on the
sir.
stop,
Yes,
Dunbar,
sir.
2 tackles, tackle for loss this time. Backs the Dallas Cowboys up to the 48, 2nd and 13.
He getting active, and he getting active early.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a big factor. One of the stud linebackers for him in that front seven. Shador, he scrambles out. Doesn't get much. Picks up 2. That's Chase Young. Welcome back, sir. Chase Young coming back from injury. Bringing another presence to that Steelers defensive line.
It seemed like when Chase got hurt, they didn't really miss a beat on defense, man. Of course, there was some adjustments that had to be made, but it's just like with them Steelers, man. They got so much depth in that front seven. It's just next man up every week.
Yeah, I agree there, man. The Steelers got studs in every position, man. That defense has been top since we got the league started, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shador drops back. He's looking, finds a man, throws a pick to Moore. He's running down the sideline. He's got one man. Hawthorne make the tackle.
The former who?
Hey, Malachi Moore. Great plays. Big time players. Sets the Steelers offense up at the 48 for the 1st and 10. Shador, man.
And we seeing right now why the Steelers are the #1 passing defense in the league to date. We are seeing it right now in this first quarter.
Crazy thing is they don't take the ball away too much. They just find ways to get stops. And there you get a takeaway. Brings Lennox out for his first drive. First down handoff to Corum. He gets to the outside. He's got one man, makes a move. Great open field tackle. Great open field tackle by Perkins. First down to the 31.
Yeah, that was definitely a great run, man. But just, before we get into this Steelers offense, man, definitely want to add to, they number 9 in takeaways as a defense, but 18 is still a high number at this time of the year, if you ask me. I think that margin between the ranked number 9 and number 1 defense in takeaways is not that far apart, because we got a lot of teams throughout the league that are definitely figuring out ways to get that ball back. So,
yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm with you on that one. Lennox brings the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Corum. He's got a lane.
Oh, I think he misread that block right there. I think if he had that back, he would have cut inside.
But all in all, he picks up 8 to his 2nd and 2 from the 23. Got a minute 50 left in the first quarter. The Steelers are in the, they 3 yards away from the red zone, but we're going to say it's in the red zone. It's scoring territory here for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, man.
Corum, again, strong run, first down.
This is actually one of the, out of all the, I guess you could say if you had to find any weak spots in this Steelers team, man, it'll definitely probably be the red zone efficiency being one of them, with them being ranked number 25th in the league, with converting only half of their red zone opportunities.
Agreed. Lennox gets the handoff. Riddick trucks the man to the 1 yard line. This Pittsburgh Steelers run game is going. They coming back with tempo.
I didn't do Oklahoma drills as a kid, Nick.
Nope. Reddit. Touchdown Steelers.
Hey, that got me geeking. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that man Reddick said, hey, meet me in the weight room, because I got to show you a little something. Yes, sir.
Flat out disrespect, bro.
Hey, I don't think you can ask for anything better of a start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get a takeaway on defense in the first drive and drive down and get a touchdown with the run game.
Bro, that is nothing but enforcing your will.
Yes, sir. We got Middleton with the kickoff. Looks like we got a fair catch coming from Pollard. Going to bring him out to the 25. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if Dallas can answer. Shador comes out, puts together a little good drive, but then stalls out with the turnover when they pass the 50. So he's got to come back out and make some plays happen here for the Dallas offense.
Yeah, man. Shador always had a history so far in the first 4 years of his career with turning the ball over. We was hoping to see less of that in Dallas, but some things you just got to continue to work on.
Yeah, I've had some struggles in Miami. Has found a home back home in Dallas, and he's turning it around for him. Handoff to Brooks. Gain of nothing. Dunbar, man, on the stop.
3 tackles in 1 quarter. That man is definitely flying around. And from the looks of it on both sides of the ball, the Steelers definitely on Black Air Force One energy, man. So the Cowboys gonna have to fight back. They're gonna have to show that they ain't laying down.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Steelers are coming out. They're playing more physical. We are here on Thanksgiving. They looking to get that John Madden wing at the end of the game.
Yeah, man. They trying to get some turkey ass.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and take it to the second quarter here. Steelers up 7, Dallas 0.
Definitely a quick quarter.
Yep, yep. One possession each. Steelers capitalized on theirs. Dallas turned the ball over. They still got time. They think they need to take their time. Methodical drive here. Put some points up. Shador comes to the line. They got a shotgun formation here. He's making his adjustments. Shador drops back. Drops it down to McLean.
I
Great
like
open
that.
field tackle.
I like that curl flat concept that he ran on the single receiver side. You know, he saw it too high, saw that safety rock down opposite way. But now you got to put that curl flat defender in a bind. You know what I mean? And I think he did a good job with that check down.
Yep, that was a gain of 6. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Dallas offense. They got to get
Yeah.
something here. I think this is a big 3rd down for them.
Looking like another 11 personnel set.
Mm-hmm. Shador making his adjustments at the line. Thinks he sees something he likes. Drops back. Got a man open. That's Hawthorne. 1st down, Dallas.
Yeah, man. You know, cover 9 is definitely one of those tough defenses to really keep up with. You know what I mean? It's a good way to disguise. So that was definitely a good read by Shador, man, attacking that flat defense.
Yep. He's taking his time this drive. He's trying to find the open man. We got a 1st and 10 for Dallas from the 40.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's making a lot of adjustments pre-snap.
Yeah, I mean, he's seeing what he likes. Finds his man CD. #1 target for Dallas this year. Big hit by Joey Porter. The CD says, that ain't none. That ain't none. I got the 1st.
So he going to snort another line to that 1st down, man.
Yes,
That was a
sir.
good hit by
Shador.
Joey. Yeah, definitely a
Shador's
good hit
finding
by
his
Joey,
reads.
man.
He's taking his time. 1st and 10 for Dallas at the 48. Hand off to Brooks. Great open field tackle right there by the man Alexander. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was Simpson. Great tackle by him. 2nd and 8. 2-yard gain right there for Brooks. I liked how Dallas, worked in the run game in the 1st drive. I think they should go ahead and continue with it. It was productive a little bit.
Yeah, I think, when you got a running back like JB, man, it ain't sometimes all about the yards. It's just making the team respect the run so you can get other plays in motion.
Yep, there you go right there. Gain of 2.
You know, we all know that as explosive as Jonathan Brooks is, being one of the more premier backs in our league today, it only takes one play for him to really turn up and get things going.
Yeah,
That's
man.
all it takes.
Hey, he's been the leading rusher for the past few seasons, coming over from the Los Angeles Rams. He is a Super Bowl champion, brings veteranship to this Dallas offense. Shador dropping back, making adjustments at the line. He's in the shotgun here. 3rd and 8, another 3rd down for the Cowboys. Finds his man Hawthorne. Oh, no.
Another injury by Chase.
Chase Young is hurt again. This has been a problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jay.
For sure, man. It seems like Chase can't go through honestly, man, I have yet to see him go a whole season with Pittsburgh since he's been here. What you think?
Man, he had one great full season. Ever since then, last year he was battling injuries. This year he's battling injuries again. And hey, they're looking to get a productive season, another productive season for Chase Young. But that's a handoff to McLean.
Yeah, man, that injury bug sometimes can be tough to shake off, man. He got to drink. I don't know, man. They're going to have him drinking bone marrow broth or something. They're going to figure something out.
Something. The Cowboys are driving on this drive here. 2nd and 4, 2 minutes and 33 on the clock before the half. On the 30-yard line. Hands off to Brooks. Great stop. That's the man. An abdominal tear for Chase Young. That's going to probably sit him down for, if not the remainder, but at least until playoffs. That's a tough one for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just got him back.
Real tough one, man. But, Jeremiah Alexander just got paid. I think he was $35 million. Number 35 getting paid $35. Former Titan, Super Bowl winner. You know what I mean? Young stud. I think they not gonna miss that much of a beat in the defense overall. But having Chase is always a luxury, I think.
Yeah. Dallas is back out, coming out from the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 here. They're looking to get some points on this drive. Shador making adjustments at the line. He drops back, finds his man across the middle. That's Stewart. Evan Stewart, the young man who they're trying to get a little bit more involved this year, haven't been able to get him going. He's an outstanding weapon on the outside, but
Most
looking
definitely.
to start getting him, more involved in this Dallas offense. 1st and 10 to the 21 for Dallas.
Most definitely, man. So with this first half, Nick, what is it that you like so far between both offenses?
I like the run game by Pittsburgh, and I like how Shador's answering on this drive from that turnover.
Oh,
There he is, Jack Sawyer. We was waiting to call his name today. Big
he
play
had that
right there.
sig. He had that sig locked up.
Yep. And that was a timeout by the Steelers looking to preserve some time to get the ball back before half and try to put some more points up. Dallas is now backed up in the 2nd and 23 from the 35-yard line. That's not the direction they want to go, being as though they need points before the half.
Man, one thing I can say, Sawyer wreaks havoc, man. He's just so quick and explosive off the line. White guards just have tough times holding him.
Yeah, Jack Sawyer, the Ohio State man. It's turned into him over there at Pittsburgh. Shador making his reads. Might see something he likes. Might not. We
You
don't
got a
know. He
defensive
drops
adjustment
back.
here.
He's looking. He finds CD Lamb across the middle. He gets tackled by 2 on the play. We see another timeout from Pittsburgh, puts the Dallas Cowboys in a 3rd and 8 situation with 1:25 left in the half. Yeah, Jay, back to your question. No, I like, what we've seen. It's been a great back and forth so far. The Pittsburgh Steelers have only had one drive. Their offense is waiting to get back on the field
Yeah,
this
and I was
half.
going to say that, man. They haven't really seen much offense, man. They capitalized on defense, scored quick,
hmm
and this first half really all been about the Cowboys as far as time and possession.
Yep, for sure, for sure. This is a big game for both of these teams. They're both highly rated in their divisions, in their conferences. Drops
If I'm
back,
not
got
mistaken, right
Hawthorne
now,
across the
man.
middle. Sorry, Jay, sorry, my bad, go ahead.
No, I wanted to definitely make it clear that Shador is 9 for 10 right now with 104 yards this half. His only incompletion was that interception.
Yeah,
So you take
man,
that away, and you got a great game from him right now.
he's a very accurate quarterback. I think he's averaging around the 60s in completion rate. He's doing his thing this year, getting comfortable back in Dallas. He's got a
That's a
pass,
great
CD Lamb
leverage
on the
play.
outside.
Oh,
Great hit. Stopping CD Lamb from scoring there.
and he lucky he didn't fumble there, because if he extended out with the ball,
Yeah, that could have been dangerous for Dallas, but
real
superstars try to
dangerous.
make superstar caliber plays right there. Dallas, 2nd and goal from the 40 seconds left. Pittsburgh holding on to their last time out. Dallas calls their first, trying to get in his end zone here. It's like we got a handoff to Brooks outside.
He found
Touchdown,
his way
Dallas.
in. He found
Yes,
his way in,
sir.
man. That's definitely an important play right there with the touchdown right before the half.
They needed it. They needed it. They needed a spark going into the locker room, being as though Pittsburgh gets the ball at the half. They did not want to end this half without getting any type of points on the board. But we still
Yeah,
got 37 seconds, and we've seen crazier things happen, before
yeah.
the end of the half, before the end, by the game. Ooh, that one almost didn't make it there for Dallas, but they get it through. 7-7.
Yeah, man. I think definitely the trend that I can see right now as we go into the second half is, the Cowboys definitely are working very hard to get downfield and make something happen as far as getting points on the board. And it seems like it's coming easy to Pittsburgh. So I think, we should definitely pay attention to how the dynamics of what both teams are actually having to try to cook up with the play caller to make explosive plays.
For sure. Love it. Back to receive the kick. He takes it out the end zone. He's a dangerous return, man. Brings it down to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh will start 34 seconds left. Going into the half. What do you do here, Jay? Are you conservative or are you going to try to put
Man,
some more
listen.
points up?
Man, listen, we scored quick the first time we had the ball. I'm going to test the waters and see what we can do. I'm going to make sure we protect the ball. But if I can get me some quick, nice dunk plays between now and I would say these last 20 seconds to try to kick a field goal at least, man, I'm going to try to go for it. You know what I mean? But if the plays aren't there by second or third down, I think it's going to be in their best interest to just go ahead and, you know what I mean, kind of take this into halftime. But they do have one timeout, so that 34 seconds really looks like 45 to me.
Yep. Got Lennox in the shotgun, making some adjustments. Hands it off to Blake Corn. Gains a little yards there. 2nd and 7, they burn their timeout quick. I think they're just trying to get a feel of what the defense is looking at. If they're playing back or if they're, protecting for that deep pass at the end.
Yeah, I think the run was there, man. It was just more of a lateral type play. It kind of slowed things up.
Got you. Lennox in the shotgun again. 2nd and 7. Drops back. Those are out route there. Looks like a post corner. Not sure who that was he threw to on that play, but all in all, great defense. Breaks it up. 3rd and 7. 26 seconds left. All right, now, Jay, you're in the third down scenario.
This is what I was talking about right here, man. This is the moment where you try to convert if you want to, but at the end of the day, you got no timeouts, so you know he's going to try to at least get out of bounds with whatever he does. If he doesn't, that's because he's definitely ready to go toward halftime at this point. He might not even get as aggressive over here. We'll see.
Lennox drops back. Micah Parsons says none of that. Timeout, Dallas. 22 seconds left on the clock before half. Looks like they're going to try to get some points up.
So if you Dallas, what you going to do? You see they caught the timeout?
I'm taking a knee. Pollard back to return the punt. He makes a man. It looks like he had the outside.
He did not have to cut that up.
He didn't have to cut. We got 11 seconds before the half. Pittsburgh looking to make sure they don't give up a and you got Dallas looking to take a knee. Smart play by here, coming from Dallas. Think you take it into the half. You get ready for the next. It's Thanksgiving. We're gonna go ahead and bring in the Pittsburgh Steelers coach at half. He's coming into the Dallas Stadium. Coach Block.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the booth, sir. Quick question. How do you feel about the first half from your team, and what do you feel like you need to do to go ahead and get this W?
Well, I mean, we played solid. We did what we had to do on the defensive end, but I gotta say my defensive guys is tired. I think that played into a factor with Chase. He had a labrum issue last season. Missed a good amount of time from it last season because torn labrums and stuff like that. Tore his labrum again this season. Now we got the full tear, the abdominal. So big loss, but it's a reset. It's 0-0. Offense only seen the ball really one time, so it's time to go.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good luck in the second half. We got Dallas kicking off, Jake. They're going to go ahead and kick off to Pittsburgh. They get their chance to come back out on offense. Didn't have too many possessions in the first half, and now they got their option. Here goes Lovett. Takes a knee in the end zone. What you going to do, Jay, if you Pittsburgh here? How do you attack this Dallas defense and, make it look good going into the final?
Man, I'm going to be honest. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm already expecting that Dallas is going to make some adjustments to slow down the run game. But I'm going to try it out anyway to see what I can get. But I think it's still early. Pittsburgh didn't have to do much. So I'm expecting Lennox to throw the ball a little bit more this quarter. Well, I would say this entire half, really.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Lennox hands off to Blake Corum. He's been the workhorse today. Gets down to a 2nd and 3 to the 32 for Pittsburgh. I like how they going with the run game, man. The run game is working today. They struggled with it all season long. They're finding a way to make it work this game. Riddick on the handoff. Strong run. First down.
I like what I'm seeing out of this young cat, Riddick, man. It's something about his runs that just make you think like, hey, don't be half-stepping when he coming through that gap, bro. You better try to get hats on that, man.
Riddick was acquired from the Commanders earlier in the year. Been a great addition to Pittsburgh. You got Waddle on the outside, coming across the middle, gets
First catch
another
of the
first
day.
down.
First completion for Lennox. First catch of the day for Waddle. He 1 for 2. You
Yeah,
know, so can you
one for
imagine
two.
that, Nick? We went a whole half of football. We talking 14 minutes, bro, and only 2 pass attempts from Lennox.
Hey, you know what that means? I think I take my hat off to the Dallas Cowboys. They had the time of possession. They kept the ball in their hands. They weathered the storm of this Thanksgiving pressure. And hey, they found a way to keep this high-powered offense off the field. Lennox drops back, dumps it off to Riddick. Great
And he
open
gets
field
stood up.
tackle.
Now, I can
Yeah,
definitely understand, though, why you would take your hats off to that Dallas offense just from having time of possession. But from the way that the game has just been going, I got to admit, I'm taking my hat off to that Steelers defense and this Steelers run game. Because at the end of the day, they scored quick, drew first blood, and they've been able to keep this powerful Cowboys offense limited to only 7 points. They working hard out there just to even get past the 50 line.
yep. All in all, we got ourselves a
So,
good game here on Thanksgiving. We got Lennox making adjustments from the line under the center. Play action. Finds Riddick on the dump down. Great open field tackle right there by the corner.
and he hurrying up with it. He must have saw something that he liked.
Yep, got our 3rd and 4 here with some tempo. 46. This may be 4th and go for a territory. That might be why they hurried up to the line.
Yes, sir. And it looks like we got some locking up going on. But we're going to see how this unfolds.
Yep, he drops back. Finds a man.
Oh, my goodness. In
Waddle.
the gap.
Great throw by Lennox. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Down to the 24. Don't even got to see that 4th and go for it, Jake.
No, sir. No, sir. And I think, they came out in man coverage, man. But, it's one thing about it, bro. You playing off, man, like that with all this speed that the Steelers got, man, now it's just going to come to foot race. I think we all been victims of that at some point. So,
For sure. Lennox drops back, looking for his man Fisher.
ow.
Ooh. And that was the first target for the new addition tight end, man. He's been on a tear since he
Yeah.
came over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this
Yeah,
is
man. No,
that's
most
a
certainly. I
sign
think,
we have not seen from him. A drop pass.
yeah, man. I think when he first got to Pittsburgh, he was wearing sleeves, so we didn't know what his ethnicity was, but we just knew he was a nigga. You know what I mean?
He,
But we found
he
out
have
he was
number
alive.
44 on too, looking like a fullback out there. Use check.
Yeah, old Dallas Clark.
We got a handoff right there to Blake
Man.
Corn. Got a 3rd and 9.
He definitely hooping. My hat's off to that young kid. He got a bright future.
For sure. 3rd and 9 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They've had the possession in the 3rd. Drops back. Great
And that's
coverage.
great coverage.
I think that might have been Stephon Diggs. Oh, I said Stephon Diggs. My bad. Trayvon Diggs on the coverage there.
Nah, that's
But,
a great
hey,
read, though. That cover 6, Nick, I told you, man, it's a great way to disguise that. I thought he saw that press, though, from the corner. I thought he was going to try to hit that window shot between the corner and safety, but, when it's 3rd down, you got
Oh, and he missed it.
And he's
Sorry, Jay, to cut you off. He misses the kick. That is big for the Dallas Cowboys. That drive turns out to become nothing. No points for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dallas, it's their turn. It's your turn, Shador. See what you can do.
Dome is crazy work, Nick.
Yep. Brooks, handoff up the gut. 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 from the 32. All right, well, Jay, let me ask you then. I asked you about Pittsburgh. What does Dallas got to do to go ahead and find a way to make a run and get this win here?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Dallas' quick game was very efficient, and that's what helped them get downfield and score. So I think they should continue to work the quick game and wait for these Steelers to get a little bit more aggressive and take that chance when they feel like it's that opportunity to. They're going to have to capitalize when that time comes.
Yeah, Shador right there on a play action pass. Gain of looks like 3 on that play. To a 3rd and 5. To the 35.
And then we got 10 personnel right now.
So Shador in the shotgun. making some adjustments. Might see something. Talking to Stewart out there on the outside. Sir, he's got time.
That's a good whip route by Hawthorne.
Yep. But that's a great tackle by Jackson on the outside. I think if he makes a miss there, he might be running down the sideline still.
Man, what's so crazy about this Cowboys offense is that when it's opportunities or moments where you need to get a conversion, there isn't no one guy where we're like, this is who you should be expecting the ball to go to.
Uh-oh, we got a deep bomb. CeeDee Lamb on the post in the center of the field, beats his man for a Dallas touchdown. There you go, Jay, that deep shot that you was talking about, they finally get it. CeeDee Lamb, 6. Dallas takes the lead in the third.
Hey, man, in the words of Thug, I'm dropping jewels, homie.
Hey, you said they were going to be aggressive, and once they turned aggressive, they was going to take the shot. Pittsburgh blitzes, shot downfield. Touchdown, Dallas.
So now with the Cowboys actually being able to get up on the Steelers, especially with that missed field goal, this really could have been a 4-point deficit. But now we're talking about a whole possession now. What would you do if you was a Steelers? Yeah?
I mean, I don't change a thing if I'm Pittsburgh, man. Y'all been driving down the field. Y'all been making it happen. Yeah. Y'all been taking y'all time. Y'all have not turned the ball over. So keep doing what you're doing. You got in red zone every time you have possession of the ball, except for the punt before the half. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be surprised with how this game is looking, being as though that, we got to remember, Coach Shea spent 4 to 5 years over there in the North as the Bengals head coach. So I think he has a good scouting report on these Steelers.
And I'm glad you brought that up. These were 2 division foes for a long time. Coach Shea takes his way and goes over to Dallas, finds a new home, and they get to match up in the first season. Here at the end on Thanksgiving, the schedule makers knew what they was doing with this one. That was a handoff to Riddick for a good carry. Got Lennox dropping back, going back to Riddick on the pass, 3rd and 1 from the 34.
Yeah, man, I like the check down there. I'm definitely seeing that Riddick is, he's looking like to be that all-purpose back where he can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, man. They like this kid Riddick. They went out and got him. And they said there's going to be some big help here for the Dallas Cowboys. He actually picks up a block on Micah Parsons.
That's a great play action, great read.
Yep, that was a great play action, great read. And we're going to go ahead and take it to the 4th.
Man, you can tell, man, pre-snap read. I think Lennox saw them corners pressed up, man. Their eyes was on the receiver, not looking at him at all. I think as soon as that play action happened, he already knew where he was going. He didn't even think twice.
That 4th quarter, hold your foes up. We here. Thanksgiving night. Drops back. Great play by the defender. That's Marshall Jr. putting his hands up.
That's a real dangerous throw when you're talking about going to the short side of the field, man. The windows get a little bit tighter.
For sure. Got a 2nd and 10 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. From the 46, their own 46 at that. So they're looking to go ahead and get across the 50. Get on Dallas side of the field. Riddick got a lane. He's on his way. He's down the sideline. 20.
15.
Stiff arms. It takes the whole team to bring that man down.
That was
great run.
Chris Berman, Nick. That was some rumbling, stumbling, bumbling going on right there.
Yes, sir. That is exactly what Pittsburgh needed.
Trayvon Diggs almost became a victim. He was about to get put on a milk carton.
Yes, sir, he was. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They slow-moed on the replay.
On the 15. Lennox making some adjustments. This is a big drive for Pittsburgh. Hands it off to Riddick. He's been the workhorse on this drive. He gets the corner. And he's tackled at the 1. Thought he was going to reach out to get that one.
Right there.
Yeah, that was a great run.
We looking like, Nick? I'm getting a certain vibe from him. I like to tell you what vibes I get from certain players when they start hooping.
What you thinking?
You remember that? Remember Najee Harris's sophomore season?
Hey, he's showing the reminiscence. He got his veteran Najee in the running back room with him. Hands off the Riddick. Power run gets stopped down on the 1 yard line. Got a 2nd and goal here. They going no huddle. Looking to go ahead and catch the defense a little gas. Riddick, another handoff. Touchdown, Steelers. That young man is having himself a day.
Nah, he is, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Though I gave him that praise of just getting the vibes that I see in him, like based off of Najee's past play, that's just me talking about the future. I mean, not even the future, but just the past, I would say, experiences of watching these Steelers play with that balance between run and pass. But if we had to talk archetypes, bro, even from the number, if I'm not mistaken, man, I think he might be kind of built and has a play style like Fred Taylor. I know you remember the Hall of Fame running back Fred Taylor, man, from the Jags.
Yes, sir. He was a dominating force at the Jags. Maybe one day future Hall of Famer Fred Taylor. Hopefully the people write him in.
Well deserved.
So we got Dallas bringing it out to the 25-yard line on a touchback from Pollard. 1st and 10 here. It's 4th quarter. We got 4 minutes and 40. The Steelers answer. We think about that field goal that they missed earlier in the game. That could be having them holding the lead right now. Shador up to the line. Goes to a quick screen to Stewart. Makes a man miss, breaks a tackle. Great run for a 1st down. Shador is 14 for 15 today. Having himself a ball game.
Yeah, man. Stewart, like I said, man, it's the stats, the passing game, it seems real quiet right now just because of how this game is going, but it's been very efficient today.
Hand off to Brooks on the outside. Stretch play.
Still haven't heard nothing from Jonathan Brooks. I thought he was about to make a cut right there and really get after that green grass in front of him, but that Steelers defense is just fast, man. They fly around. We can't say that enough.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 here for the Dallas Cowboys. Get a play action. He hits Brooks on the comeback route. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. He's got 170 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Shador.
So I got a question for you, Nick, and I want you to give me your honest opinion. The Steelers' run defense is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had to figure out any type of way to attack this Steelers defense, how would you do it when it comes to running game?
Man, look, you can't. It's really hard. You got to come out. You got to have a back in your backfield first off, that's ready to have a long day when it comes to playing in Pittsburgh Steelers. You're gonna have to be physical. You're gonna have to be able to make people miss and break the first tackle. If you can't do that, man, it's gonna be a long day for you. But we got a 2nd and 6 for the Dallas Cowboys here on the 47, trickling down to the 2-minute warning at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Shador makes an adjustment at the line. Play clock down to 5. Hands it off to Brooks. Great cut on the outside. Got a block from CD. Good move. And there he is. Touchdown, Dallas. That's exactly why they brought him here, to make big plays in clutch time. Touchdown, Dallas. Puts them up 21-14 in the 4th. We got ourselves a good one on Thanksgiving.
Jonathan Brooks gets paid $17 million a year. That's your answer right there. Everybody watching.
Yep, if you ask the coach, his old coach with the Rams, he said he'll single-handedly win your ball games. We got Pittsburgh coming up on a 1st and 10 from the 25. 2 minutes and 22 is loud in Dallas. We need to see an answer.
And they just got word, man. Jerry Jones standing on the sideline with the guys, man. He turned up right now.
Yes, sir. Get a handoff to Riddick. He's been the workhorse today. He's got 9 carries for 84 and 2 touchdowns on the day. 2nd and 7 for the Steelers.
And I'm going to be honest with you, Nick. As we've been observing this second half, I'm actually surprised that I'm not seeing much of Blake Corn like we did in that first half. I'm noticing that Riddick is definitely starting to take on most of the workload in this second half. So I think Coach Block, he likes what he sees right now out of this guy.
Yes, sir. We are at the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. We got Lennox with a play-action pass to start us off with the 2 minutes. He finds his man, Fisher. Great throw for a first down. Lennox, 7 for 12. He's
That's
under
a
100
great throw
yards
right there,
passing
man.
today, but they have
Great throw.
found a way to stay in it.
Most certainly, man. He had the zone blitz coming at him from his right side, so he already knew he had people on his tail, bro. And the ball across your body under pressure like that, man, that says a lot about that boy's poise.
Yes, sir. Lennox drops back, shotgun, finds his man Waddle on the outside.
With the rhythm
First
throw.
down. Rhythm throw for the first. We got 1:50 in the fourth. Plenty of time.
Man, Nick, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was playing back in my day, that out route right there was one of my favorite route combinations, bro. Where you send somebody in a slot on a vertical or a post route to attack that curl flat, and you just know if that corner bails, you're not even thinking twice. As soon as you plant that back foot, you letting the ball go.
Yes, sir. Lennox got all day to find a man. Smart play by the young man. Lennox throws it away. Doesn't cause a sack. Gives their Steelers another chance. Did not force a turnover there. He's up there in turnovers. He's up there with interceptions. I think he's got 20 on the year coming into this game. Yeah, man. But yes, Jay, I agree. If you got the, connection and rhythm with your wide receiver, that comeback route can be very dangerous. Lennox drops back. Finds a man across the field. It's Bond.
Ooh, and Bond gets stuck. Safety. That was a good way to rock down right there by Wilburn.
Yes, sir. Wilburn makes the play, breaks it up. That would have been a big play from Bond. He's been quiet today. Haven't heard much from him. We got a
Not
third
even sure
and
if he
10.
has a reception. That might have been his opportunity to get his first one.
Yeah, I think that might have been. 3rd and 10 here for the Steelers. This is a big play right here. Big play for both teams. Dallas needs to stop. Maybe to close it out. Lennox drives back. Looking. Finds his man, Riddick.
Great adjustment.
Great adjustment by Riddick for the first down. Keeps the drive alive. Down to the 38.
Out right there, man. I love what I see out of this kid, Riddick. They was definitely trying to figure out who was going to be the next man up once Najee started to decline in age a little bit. And I think they found their answer.
I think they found him. Lennox looking to come up clutch. Drops back. Looking. Goes across field. Finds Bond.
That was risky business.
That was risky, but his man Isaiah Bond with the strong catch and trash.
Sure, man. I think if he could get that play back, he had Riddick wide open once again.
Yep. Pittsburgh uses their first timeout. Got 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They're driving. They're on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, they came out in 20 personnel, 2 black set, Corum back in the field. Let's see what's going on over here, man.
These Cowboys fans, they're loud. They're trying to make it tough on Lennox making his adjustment.
Yeah, it seems like he's having a hard time communicating right now.
Lennox drops back. Dallas sends the heat. Gets it off to Riddick on the outside. They got a connection in the pass game today, too. He's doing it in the running game. He's doing it in the passing game. Riddick. 3rd and 4.
It goes without saying. This 3rd and 4 right here, Nick, you already know. This is an automatic go for if they don't.
Oh, yes, for sure. We're counting down 35 seconds. Pittsburgh is taking their time. Drops back. Looking. Finds Bond. Timeout, Steelers. They've converted some big 3rd downs on this drive. And they are now here on the 25-yard line. Thanksgiving evening. Big game. Division on the line for both teams. You got Cowboys with the Eagles on their trail. You got Steelers with the Ravens behind them. This is an important game for both teams. Lennox drops back. Looking. Cross the field to Waddle. That was a tough one. It hit his hands. What they say, Jay, if it hit your hands, you got a chance to make the play.
Yeah, that's what you get paid for. But, man, this Dallas defense been doing a great job of containing this electrifying passing game for sure.
Yes, sir. We got 24 seconds here. Lennox drops back. He's looking, trying to find a man open. Looking. Got Isaiah Bond. He caught it. The refs gave him the catch.
Okay, so they say he had possession and fumbled once he got
Let's look at his replay. Let's look at his replay.
It looks like full
catch,
possession.
2 feet.
He had 2 feet.
Did he complete it, though? Did he complete the catch? We don't know.
He had
The
2 feet
ref said
down.
he did.
2 feet down. He has full control. Once he gets hit like that going out of bounds, that's considered a fumble. But again, he's already out of bounds. So
That's a big play. That's
that is a
controversial there
big
for
play.
sure.
Most certainly, man.
We are on the 1 yard line for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 16 seconds on the clock. Drops back Lennox. Little confusion. He's looking. He gets tackled in the backfield. They got 1 timeout left. They use it. 10 seconds on the clock. Loss of 2 right there.
And man, we standing up in the booth like we got money on this game or something, man.
We here. We are here. It is loud. This is Thanksgiving football. Look, both these teams looking to go home to their families with a W.
I think we about to go to overtime, Nick.
Lennox drops back, looking.
I think we
Got
going
his
to
man
overtime.
Fisher. Touchdown.
What I tell you?
Yes, sir. J.C. Fisher. Touchdown Steelers. Let's see. They
All
still
right, so
got to
look,
make the extra point,
look,
Jay.
check me out. Hit me out, Nick. A lot of teams throughout the league been going for it in clutch times like this, trying to avoid OT. What do you do as a Steeler right now? Do you put trust in that defense, or do you say fuck it? We going for the W on Thanksgiving.
Your defense has been the livelihood for many years. I think you go ahead and trust the defense. Kick your field goal, take it to OT. It's too much on the line in this game to be risky.
Yeah, man. You know, and we was talking about not hearing from Bond all game, bro. And just in that one possession right there, he had about 2 possessions, I would say, where he actually got a catch, and it was much needed.
Yes, sir. We
So
got
I think we
Pollard on
should
the
be looking
return.
forward to him.
Pollard got space. He gets tackled down to the 26. We got 1 second on the clock. What does Dallas do? Do they take the Hail Mary on Thanksgiving?
I
Or
say
do
they
they
just
take
go
a knee and
ahead
go
and
to
take a
OT?
knee. I would go ahead and take a knee, man. You go for it on Thanksgiving. I ain't even gonna speak it up because I don't want to be tipping. I'm just gonna say I would just take the knee, man.
Well,
I
you
would just
know
take
what?
the knee.
Jerry Jones and the boys, they hand it off to Brooks. He's got open space.
Oh shit!
Great tackle there. We're going to go ahead and take it to OT. We got ourselves a ball game here on Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna tell you
Steelers
now,
21,
Nick,
Cowboys 21.
That was not necessary at all. But it's only one group of people who's happy about that right now, and those are gamblers, baby.
Yes, sir.
Those
If you
are
had
gamblers.
Jonathan Brooks on your ticket and you needed some yards, there it is.
He definitely went over. That over under just clicked.
Well, look, Dallas wins the coin toss. They choose to receive. You know what the overtime rules say? If the team goes down and kicks a field goal, that does not mean it's over. That gives the other team a chance to go down and score a touchdown. You go down and score a touchdown, that's ball game. We got Pollard back for the return. He's got space. Woo! Highsmith on the stop, brings him back to the 26-yard line. Jay, what we gonna do?
I think they did the right thing by receiving first. You know, though we got these new updated overtime rules, you have to remember, this team just drove all the way downfield and scored in crunch time to send this game to OT. So I wouldn't give them the ball right back, personally.
Yeah, they got the momentum behind them. I think you can't give them the ball right back.
Nah,
Their
I
energy
think
is
if you the
crazy right now.
Cowboys, I think as once you get past that 50, everything is fourth and go for, and you going for that win.
Yeah, you're going for the win. I
No
think
ifs,
so
ands
too.
about that. Go for that win. Live and die by that.
Yes, sir. You gotta live and die by that.
Now, what you think the over under is right now for the Steelers to have 2 tied ball games this season?
Hey, well, if you go ahead and you pick that, and yeah, if you go for that and you pick that on your over under, you might be winning a lot of money. I think you standing up on the chair right now, because that was not predicted coming into this season. But Jay, man,
Yeah,
look,
most certainly.
we got the Cowboys, we got the Steelers. This is one of
Yeah.
the matchups that we've seen from years and years and years. One of the 2 longest reigning teams in the NFL going at it. We have historic battles, and this is another one. And you got red zone efficiency looking good for Pittsburgh. They are 3 for 3 in the red zone for 100%. Dallas been looking a little shaky in the
Yeah.
red zone, but hey,
Nobody had to go for it on fourth down yet as far as the conversion, so that says a lot also. I think we're going to finally see somebody go for it on fourth down in this
well here,
overtime bout.
yep, well here we go. If you've been tuned in all day, I think you're probably on your third plate by now. Hey,
You
this
got
has
the
been a
eye
good
that's
one.
ready to go to sleep.
You still got the night game tonight on Thanksgiving, but right now we are here at the evening game, and it's looking good. Brooks, there
I
you
know my
go,
family
Jay.
better
That's your
have a hot
man.
plate for me when I get home, man. I need my mac and cheese and yams touching.
Yes, sir. Hey, Alexander said he's trying to get home and get some mac and cheese too. He's tired of playing this game. He ready to end it. Making a tackle on Brooks in the backfield for a loss. Hey, Jay, that was your man, Alexander, coming over from Tennessee. Has been playing nothing but lights out football here for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, man. Titans definitely didn't want to let him go, but with the way our salary is going, man, we just couldn't afford to keep him with us, brother.
Yep,
We
Stewart
found him a home.
on a
Home in
crossing route.
Pittsburgh.
For sure, he has found his home here in Pittsburgh. Stewart on a crossing route for a first down. We got Shador to the line, under the center. He hands it off to Brooks. On the outside, got one man, it's Minka. Minka with the chop down tap.
Yeah,
Gets
we
him
must say,
down.
man, we've been waiting to see something out of Jonathan Brooks all season, bro. And I think what better way to do it than to come out and show the people why you here on Thanksgiving Day with
Yep.
17 carries, 85 rushing yards, and 2 TDs.
It's nationally televised. Brooks on the outside. He beats the man to the corner. Gang tackle by the Steelers. Brooks, 17 rushes for 103 and 2 touchdowns. He's looking like his old self.
It's getting scary. I think these scary hours now, man. What you
You
gonna
see
do?
Jerry Jones with that stupid grin on his face up in the box right now. He's loving it.
Yeah, he up there with the shaky, sipping on some yak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Steelers use their first time out in overtime. It's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. Dallas taking their time in the huddle. It's counting
Yeah,
down to
man.
12 seconds on the play clock. They come up to the line. Sanders drops back. He's looking. He's running. Nowhere. Gets a couple of yards with his feet there. 5-yard gain. Second and
Yeah,
5.
we can consider that to be a good coverage sack.
For sure, for sure. But the Cowboys would take it as well. He gets the yards. He gets out of bounds. He does not take a big hit. And all in all, you can get some positive yards out of that.
You want to know what
Should,
name I should be expecting to hear from at a
should,
time like this?
Shador with the screen to Stewart. He's juking and shaking.
I don't know if it's going to matter, man, but I know one name you haven't heard all day is TJ Watt.
Hey, T.J. Watt, the veteran on this defense. He is still the leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. We have not called his name, but some games we don't call his name because all the blocking and all the protection is going towards him. So we're going to see if he makes a big T.J. Watt-like play here in overtime. They need it. Dallas is threatened. Play action. Drops back. Finds his man. Big catch. Right there by the tight end.
Big
First
catch right
and
there.
10. Oh, sorry. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Minka was covering on the play. Strong
Big catch.
hands. It's
And those
counting
tight ends
down.
are hard to guard when they got hands like that, bro, because it's like being boxed out in basketball, bro. You just can't get your arms around to get a deflection.
Yep, Shoemaker. He's going. he's a tough man to cover. We got the 2-minute warning here in OT. Dallas on the 2-yard line looking to close it out here on Thanksgiving. Drops back into the Brooks. Brooks powers his way in. And that would do it. Dallas takes the win in overtime. 28, well, 27-21. They walk away. Dylan Brooks, sorry, calling him Dylan Brooks again. Jonathan Brooks finishes the game. My man finished big time. Big win. They're about to steal. Well, by the Cowboys, excuse me. Hey. So, as we go into the post game, we're going to bring up the winning coach first of the Dallas Cowboys. We got Coach Shea to the stand on Thanksgiving.
Hello. How y'all doing today, man? Great game, great hard-fought game there. First I want to give my hats off to that boy Lennox. I know he ain't do too much of the throwing, but the throws he did have and make and the plays he made was the reason we had to. This game was as hard as it was, and that running game as well. Yeah, that was my opening statement. Wanted to give hats off to him because he had a nigga sweating over here for a second.
I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the opening question for you, Coach Shea. This is one of the coaches you know very well. This is your first time meeting up on opposite sides of the conference. How did the play of playing this Steelers team before impact the way you guys approach this one?
I had my years over. I had about 3-4 years over in Cincinnati. So I say it. Something, but still, his team comes out and executes every time, and they play differently every time. So, like today, the run game was killing us like a motherfucker. His first drive, he didn't even pass the ball. He ran it for 40 yards all the way into the end zone. So that's very rare for them. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. But yeah, no, I mean, you know him, but the shit still, it's a big game, a great game every time we play them. Over it. How'd that go?
Thank you, Coach. Coach Jay, you got any questions? Well, sorry, Coach Jay. Jay, you got any questions for Coach Shea?
Nah, for sure, man. Good win there, Shay. That was a tough ass game. I think you definitely put the league back on notice with what the Cowboys are capable of doing over there. So my question that I have for you, man, is you started off kind of slow, trying to figure out who was going to be your guys that you can rely on in that new offense. What do you think about Jonathan Brooks' performance today, man? He went 18 carries, I believe, or 17 carries for 105 or 10 yards with 3 TDs on the day and won the game in OT for you. So, what is there to expect out of y'all offense moving forward with that performance?
It's funny because the running game started off slow, and then it started off real slow. I think we had like 12 carries for 12 yards before he actually started getting it going. So we just gotta stay consistent to it. I would say he's been a big help. That's why we brought him over. Paid the price we paid to get him over, and then we paid the price to keep him. So we just need to keep him, locked in throughout the season. Let him know that his days is still here. He ain't gone nowhere for all those out in the league.
Well, thank you, Coach Shea. Go ahead, get in that locker room. Go ahead, enjoy that Thanksgiving dinner, and what a great matchup you put on for the league here.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man. Great job y'all did today.
Appreciate it.
That shit was like that.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead and bring Coach post game Jay.
Yeah, go ahead and bring Coach Block up to the stand, man. Pittsburgh Steelers coach.
I take the podium, but I don't take no stands, man. I don't take no stands.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, you right about that, sir. Yes, sir.
Nah, man.
Opening statement.
It was a good game. Good game on both ends, from us and from them. It was expected for real. Like, the type of game it was going to be, being as though we played for like 5 years in the AFC North. Offense couldn't get on the field enough. And I think that really impacted the game for real, you know what I mean? As far as like tempo and everything like that. Didn't really get going into the second half, and we ain't really need that. Defense got real tired early, like I said at halftime. which also wasn't a part of plan. So I mean, shit don't always go as planned, but you do what you gotta do to, what I'm saying, weather the storm. So we did that, went to overtime, didn't get the ball. They did what they had to do to finish it.
All right, all right. Appreciate you for the opening statements. Quick question for you. You guys came out, established the run early, didn't have too much going, like you said, too much time of possession on offense. You came out in the second half. You went back to the run game with Riddick. Is there anything you're gonna, tell us about Riddick moving forward? Is he gonna carry the load, or is he gonna, still be a mix in between with him and Corn?
I mean, we've been looking for somebody that can, make the tough runs and do the more physical battles from the backfield for real. And no shade to Quorum, he tough. He's shown that he tough. He ran a few guys over. He had some real good runs himself. But
For sure.
just that capability of shaking off multiple defenders, making that run and cut. We seen this game that it was, Riddick from his runs that he shown. They had even amount of runs before we decided. I don't know if like that was something that was noticed throughout the game, but Quorum had like 3 runs, and then that first drive, Riddick had 2 runs and then scored it, and then he got 1 run after that, and it was like a big run. So it was like you measure there, and today it was Riddick that showing what he's capable of doing, and it'll make an impact for him going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. We gonna go ahead, Jay. You can go ahead and ask your questions for Coach Block.
For sure, man. All in all, good game from you, Coach Block. Definitely a tough loss for you guys. Starting out, it seemed like y'all had a lot of control over the game and the momentum. This was how great your defense was playing, as we expected. Throughout the game, though, we seen that, it was a tough time trying to get the passing game going with him being able to control time of possession. So just talk about that thought process and, as far as figuring out what running back you was going to have to kind of take the lead of the game in that second half, knowing that when they were splitting, they both were being very efficient and averaging well over 5 yards a carry. And just talk about how you was able to try to still stay committed to implementing that passing game into that run game offense.
That's a good question for real, bro. From all angles, for real. I mean, the real thing is like, kind of going back into my last statement for real. The first drive, we did what we needed to do. We got the stop, the quick stop. First drive, we ran the ball. It worked. We got down the field. We've been looking to implement the running game because we've been low in those numbers, and we got what we needed. Second drive, they was on the football field for 6 minutes. So as much as we can say, like, we bend but we don't break, like, we ultimately broke and they tied the ball game up. And so it gave us one drive at the end of the half, and we had to use timeouts to even get the time we had. It was rush. We couldn't get to a rushing pace. We only had the ball 2 times. Lennox haven't thrown the ball not once. So he went a whole quarter not throwing the ball. So when we came out with the ball in the second half, it was about reset. It was a restart. It was 7-7. It's 0-0. That was the mindset. You start from page 1 of the game plan for the week. And we did that. Like, we played solid. We did what we had to do. We was 3 for 3 in the red zone. And, we weathered the storm. But as far as, like, on their end, they did what they had to do to keep the ball. And ultimately, the biggest game plan for us on the defensive end was stopping Jonathan Brooks. We know how many receivers they got. We know how good Shador is and how accurate it is. But we knew that no matter how much they commit to it in film or whether they commit to it week by week, we know that it's still a threat. And so we went for the run game. That one big run from Jonathan Brooks, it literally opened the game up for them. Now you have that accessibility of throwing and running. You know what I'm saying? We did what we had to do. We scored. They did what they had to do. They ended it. Simple. Riddick, like I say, we wanted to see what we got from both guys. We came in wanting to run the ball. We did that. We excelled at it. And they both shown that they both can feature each other. So, like I say, hopefully we're going down this stretch so we can feature more run game and take some pressure off Lennox with all the turnovers. But yeah, good game from y'all though. Great game from Shea. y'all did what y'all had to do today, man.
Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Go ahead and get in there, man. Get your Thanksgiving food. Even though y'all lost, you still good to eat.
It is Thanksgiving Day, nigga.
Hey, whatever you need to do to get your mind right.
But yeah, before I step out, I got highlight my guy, Dunny Dunn. Shout out to my man. Shout out my man Monty. Shout out my man Monty Dunnaboos. You know what I'm saying? But this Dunny Dunn right here, he might fuck with him. 12 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. That first drive he had, like combined with the solos and the assisted tackles, he had like 6 tackles in the first drive. So I love that guy. You know, he gonna be the next tough guy in the league, man.
Nah,
Man,
yeah, three
You
tackles,
talking
three
about
tackles in the
him?
first
Both of your
quarter
middle
alone.
linebackers had 10 apiece.
Ho. Y'all both can't get mics right now. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
fuck
Fuck
that
that.
nigga, man.
We in
Out
the
of
back
here.
room. We in the back of the behind the interview.
We out of
You
here, y'all.
yelling.
Appreciate
That nigga
y'all.
Trent
You calling
Simpson
from
had 10
behind the
tackles
interview.
too. Fuck him too.
He done came back in the conference room. Get
Fuck
out of
Hey,
them,
we
here.
bro.
out,
Fuck Trent
man.